Wow, 28 waiting already, bro. Dude, you're like a freaking.
It's what you do. It's your name. What's up, everybody? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, March 12th, 2019. I hope we're doing well today. One of my favorite guests ever. I don't know what to say, but eCurrency hodler is here. I call him Andrew sometimes, but usually eCurrency hodler, you know him as, or E. We're here to talk about something really interesting, something really cool in regards to Lightning Network, uh, the Boltathon, an online conference called the Boltathon. eCurrency hodler, the man behind it, is here. What's up, E? How are you?
Sup, Dan? It's good to see you, my boy. Dude, you already have 55 people on this channel. Shoot,
Yeah,
watching this
man.
live
It's
stream.
Well, dude. We tweeted this, right? Everybody's excited to see what you have to say. You're like, I'm telling you. I said this in that last live stream we did. You're the professor of Litecoin knowledge. Like,
The professor.
I wish I could get inside your head and like tap into that knowledge because I'm not the most technical at all. I don't talk a lot of tech, obviously, because my brain isn't as smart as yours, man. What can I say?
Oh, stop it.
But
It's
really,
just hard work, man. Just reading, hours and hours of reading.
that's very true. Actually, it is a lot of reading, and I think that's where I fail. I just don't take the time to do so. But you do, man. I appreciate all the knowledge you put together. So much knowledge. You know, the Light School, this Lightning Network Boltathon. You're one of those people that is kind of leading the way in allowing just people that don't really understand the tech to actually start understanding it, to get a little glimpse of what's actually going on besides the name or behind the name Bitcoin, behind the name Litecoin. And I appreciate you taking the time to do that reading and organize all this stuff into these platforms where the common folk like myself can go and start just digging at my own leisure and my own pace to start learning. So I appreciate it. And really, this Boltathon, I want to understand more about it, and I'm sure everybody on here watching this video would too. So I want to kind of hand it over to you right now, so you can kind of just guide us through what it is and explain what's going on here.
Yeah, dude. I'll send you your 5 Litecoin later for that awesome introduction. For shilling me. So the Boltathon is a virtual Lightning Network hackathon and conference. It's going to be hosted on April 5th to April 7th. And on April 6th, we have 10 amazing speakers lined up. And I'm really excited because we have speakers from all 3 major Lightning Network implementations speaking. We have Rusty Russell from C Lightning. We have Fabrice from Eclair, and we also have Alex Bosworth and Connor Fromnecht from Lightning Labs or L&D. And so these are like the pioneers of Lightning Network. And they're going to be hosting sessions and they're going to be talking about the Lightning Network. If you're a developer, like you should definitely check out these sessions because they're just going to give you an awesome, great introduction on how to dev on top of the Lightning Network. And we also have other sessions that are maybe like not that are good for people who aren't devs or coders. Like for example, we have Pierre Rochard. He's going to be doing a session called "How to Launch a Lightning Node." And so I don't know if you've been following like the Bitcoin Lightning Network Twitter area, but what he does is he has this like plug and play thing where you download it and he'll help you set up a Lightning Network node for Bitcoin in a really short amount of time. And he like takes care of all the installments and all the hard stuff. And so it makes it super easy for people. And so like that I think is like perfect for people who aren't developers or coders and still want to try to get involved with the Lightning Network.
Definitely, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
but then we also have another portion which is kind of like a hackathon. So if you're interested in trying to dabble with the Lightning Network, where you can sign up to be a hacker and join the hackathon, and then top 3 prizes when like first place wins 0.3 Bitcoin, second place wins 0.2 Bitcoin, and third place wins 0.1 Bitcoin. So like you can win like a good amount of change for participating.
Hear that, everybody? We're talking 2022. That's like $1 million worth of Bitcoin.
I hope dreams.
Okay, cool. So you have Yeah, and I saw that, and everybody, I just put the link in the chat. It's also in the description below. But some really awesome speakers, and a hackathon giveaway, which is really cool. So I guess what's April 5th to 7th? What's it going to consist of in terms of scheduling, or even what's going to be talked about?
Yeah, so on April 5th, we'll have the kickoff for the hackathon. And so that's when we'd introduce like the theme for hackers to kind of start building their projects. Like the rule is like you got to start building on Friday, and then you got to go through Saturday, and then on Sunday, you got to present your projects to be voted on. And then what else? Yeah, on April 6th, which is a Saturday, we're going to have 10 speakers go back to back and just give session after session after session and just talk about the Lightning Network. And the cool thing is, we have a couple people who are hosting like meetups and like viewing parties. So what they're doing is they're buying like tickets to maybe 1 or 2 sessions, and then they're going to host a meetup, and then they're going to live stream the meetup for everyone there. And so we really want the Boltathon to be like a super decentralized conference. And yeah, we have one hopefully in DC and one hopefully in Austin, Texas. So if you're interested in like hosting your own viewing party for the Boltathon, just reach out to us at contact@blockfuse.io, and then we'll kind of like we'll put it on our website and help you advertise and things like that.
Cool. And I just put the email in the chat. So cool. You're able to do like a little screen share, right? Kind of walk us through the website a little bit.
Yeah. So here, let me set that up real quick.
Cool.
One of the coolest things I think about our website, is that we've enabled a lot of like Lightning Network micro purchases, and they all serve like a purpose, right? So this is our website. Do you see it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is our website. And then, so our speakers are down here. And then, so yeah, so this is Alex Bosworth, there's Rusty Russell, Pierre Rochard. We have a couple people from BTC Pay, Connor from L&D, and this is Fabrice from Eclair. And then you can go to schedule and then just click, and it'll show you what hours the schedule is and what they're talking about and what time that they're speaking. It's usually like 50-minute sessions. But then what I wanted to show you is the sessions. Okay, so we're processing everything into Lightning Bitcoin, right? And so let's say I want to purchase a ticket for Fabrice. I would purchase a ticket, and then, so this is cool. So usually with conferences, you can't attend anonymously, right? Because you have to show up in person. But with the Lightning Network Boltathon, like you can sign up without an email, and then we'll give you just like this payment hash, and you can just redeem that code later on our website and just watch it anonymously. So I think that's pretty cool. But obviously, if you provide your email, like it'll make things a lot easier for us to like keep track of and to like send you reminders and like the actual link to the Boltathon. But yeah, so I just chose like the no email option, and so you'd probably want to keep that for reference. And it's only $10. Every session is worth $10 on the Lightning Network, and this is what the payment looks like. And so this is the Lightning Network invoice. I would just open up my Lightning Network wallet on my phone. I don't know, here. Yeah, this is called the Blue Wallet. And so what I would do is, oh, you guys aren't seeing me right now.
We are not. But we can envision it. We can imagine it. We are a group of very imaginative brains.
Yeah. Okay. So this is called the Blue Wallet, and then all I would have to do is just push send, and then click touch scan. Use my camera, right? And you see that, and then I would just scan the invoice, and let's see. Let me go back to screen share. Okay, well, and then if you see that, that's how much the invoice is for.
Now, did you enter that into Blue Wallet, right? Just that amount?
Yeah, I scanned it, and then it automatically updated all that information.
Okay.
Cool. And one more thing is that like not everybody has a Lightning Network node, right? And so one thing we've enabled is submarine swaps. Okay, now submarine swaps is where you basically make a payment on chain, and it'll convert it into Lightning Bitcoin. And you can do that with Bitcoin, or you can do that with Litecoin. So let's click this and see what happens with Litecoin, right? So what it did it automatically created an invoice. And then, so I'm just gonna click swap rate. Well, we gotta wait for it to fully load. But then, let's see, sometimes it takes a little bit. But this should give you an insight as to like where the future of the Lightning Network is going, and like the role that Litecoin can actually play, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm paying Litecoin on chain, and it's swapping it into Lightning Bitcoin. I'm going to click this right here, and then it takes a couple minutes. And the reason why I choose Litecoin is because it's 2.5 minutes as opposed to 10-minute confirmation times. With Bitcoin, I've got to wait maybe up to an hour in order for all of this to settle, right? But with Litecoin, it'll take me like 15 minutes, right? So that's 15 minutes of me waiting in front of this computer screen, making sure that all like it's fully confirmed, and I can walk away, as opposed to an hour with like Bitcoin.
Yeah, and now you're talking in context to submarine swaps, correct?
Right, right.
Okay,
So
cool.
we still got to wait for it to generate. But go
So you
ahead.
just went to submarineswaps.org? That's all you did to get to that, or?
Yeah, all you have to do is just click on this link right here, and
Okay, and you
it'll
have it.
shoot you over here.
You have it integrated, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
this is a service that actually Alex Bosworth hosts.
Okay.
Yeah, so this isn't something that we're doing, but yeah, we're using his service for our website.
That is awesome.
Yeah, sometimes it can take a while.
All right. So that actually was pretty cool when you don't have to use your email, because I know there are a ton of people in crypto space that hate the sign up process for, I mean, really most services or platforms, even in crypto, like they want all of your information. So the fact that you don't even need your email to sign up for this online conference, I think that was a pretty well played idea.
Yeah, we want to like respect people's privacy, and actually, you know, when you make a payment and you provide your email address, it kind of like doxes you, right? And then so that business or that company, it can associate that Bitcoin or Litecoin address that you just spent from with you as a person. And so, like, if a chain analysis company is like monitoring that address, like they can see like, oh no, this address is tied to Andrew, this address is tied to Dan, and just kind of like keep track of it, right?
Yeah.
That's not super great. That's not good for privacy. But yeah, so like by not enabling like emails, what we want to do is just make it easier for people to participate in conferences and things like that. And so yeah, without like revealing who they are if they don't want to be.
So in regards to the Boltathon, right? Obviously, you have some awesome speakers, but like the hackathon portion of it, what kind of things are going to be happening? Or, I mean, do you have any insight into like what types of use cases that we're going to see being applied to Bitcoin and Litecoin through the hackathon, Boltathon?
Yeah, okay. I do, but here, let me go back to this real quick, the submarine swap. So,
Okay.
So this is what should have popped up the last time when we were waiting. You're just going to click Save Refund, right? And then just save that onto your desktop for the future. And this address right here, you send your Litecoin to this address. You send this amount to this address. You can scan it through Loaf Wallet. And once you scan it, it'll swap the Litecoin for Bitcoin. And then so here, why don't I just try it out? Then I'll show you guys. All right, so I just scanned it on my Loaf Wallet, and I'm going to be sending it. And then you should be able to, and then it'll register that it's happening on the website.
So
See?
you scan Litecoin. Let me see. Talk again.
Yeah, okay, so I just scanned that address into my Loaf wallet and I paid $10. And so this service receives the Litecoin, and then it's now going to route Lightning Bitcoin on the other end. And so do you see how it's waiting for confirmations? Right?
Yep.
I think it has to wait for like 6 confirmations in order for the swap to happen, because it just wants to make sure that there's no reorgs or like the payment disappears or like I'm not attacking or whatever, right? So I think it's going to wait for like 6 confirmations or something. Now that would take like an hour with Bitcoin, but with Litecoin, just 15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. So the hackathon, right? So let me talk about the hackathon while we wait for all of this to kind of confirm.
Okay, cool.
So the hackathon, we're going to provide a theme like on Friday, and then people can join our Slack, and then you guys can form teams to build on the Lightning Network. And then on Sunday, you're going to present what you've built, like the project that you've been building. And then from there, we're going to vote on it. And then like the community can vote on it with Lightning Network. And then also, what else? Yeah, and then we'll have like sponsors and stuff vote on it as well. And then from there, we'll aggregate all the points. And then the top 3 projects that win will, first place wins 0.3 Bitcoin, second place wins 0.2 Bitcoin, third place wins 0.1 Bitcoin.
So how can a non-developer person, can they partake in this event? I guess just as a viewer.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can just go back to here, go to, like, my recommendation would be just to buy like a session that sticks out to you, right? So if you want to hear about like how to launch a Lightning node, click on Pierre Rochard, purchase a ticket, and then pay for it with Litecoin on chain. I highly recommend listening and just sitting and absorbing all this information, because like, how we at the beginning of the live stream we were talking about, like, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of reading to get caught up with like the technology and things like that. One of the best ways to like streamline the process is just to sit and listen and hear from speakers who are building it every single day, and hear what's going on in the background. And like, to me, that's how I learn, also from like listening to speakers and stuff. Like another good one to,
100%, me too.
Yeah, so another one to check out might be like Lightning Koala 2. He's going to talk about how to play chess with Lightning Network, and he's also going to talk about Koala Studio, which is like his own like design game studio that he's built for the Lightning Network. And the cool thing is, like, he's going to be handing out vouchers and stuff for you to kind of play around with. So yeah, like I would recommend that one too if you're not a straight up developer.
Okay, cool. So for non-straight up developers, there is room for viewing different. Now, can you vote if you're not non-developer?
As long as you have a wallet, a Lightning Network wallet, which you can just download Blue Wallet and try that out. As long as you have a Lightning Network wallet, you can vote.
Okay.
So,
cool.
For example, right? So what we've done is we've also created like this submitted sessions area. So a lot of times people want to like participate in a conference. They want to submit topics and things like that. And so what we thought would be cool is just open it up to the community. So people can propose a session. And then, so this guy, Max Hillebrand, this is the topic that he pitched, and this is the title. And so you can vote. You can vote on whichever topic you think sounds cool, right? So I'm going to vote for mine, the Boltathon speaker. This is just kind of like a dummy topic, like a donation, if you want to make a donation. So I'm going to generate one Satoshi invoice for the Lightning Network and see how it generates that QR code. Now I'm going to go to my Blue Wallet, open that up, and then I'm going to scan it using the Blue Wallet, and then boom, I just paid it.
Love it. And that's how the voting process will take place for the hackathon.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Cool. All right. What is there? So in this event, is there anything else going on besides the, I guess, the hackathon speakers? Probably not, right? That's the gist of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing I wanted to kind of cover is like, so we've also enabled like other micropayments on our website for specific purposes. Like for example, to propose a session, right? What you've got to do is you got to fill out your speaker info, bio, like put in an image, title, description, all that stuff, and then you can submit it, and then it'll generate another invoice. Now, what this does is it's kind of like a spam protector. So you know how there a lot of websites have like captchas and stuff.
Yep.
This one is just like 100 Satoshi invoice. And so to us, as long as you pay this invoice, you can submit a session. Like we don't care, right? But what it does is it prevents all those bots who like troll around like websites and randomly click buttons and like, or maybe trolls or whatever. They want to come in here and they want to submit like a fake session or whatever. It would just cost them. It would cost them 100 Satoshis to do that. And so to us, this is like a way to like prevent spam on our website.
So and that screen is where a speaker can submit a session. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So like Rusty Russell, for instance, did he kind of go through that screen and submit a session?
No, Rusty. Well, there were a couple people that we reached. All these people we reached out to personally and invited them to be guests.
Okay.
But we've reserved like 3 spots, like 2 to 3 spots for speakers to fill to submit a topic and then for the community to kind of vote on.
Okay, I see.
And so this guy Max Hillebrand, he proposed this session. He filled out his name, his bio, the title, the description. He's filled all that out. He clicked submit and then generated this invoice and paid it. And then it appears on this website right here.
That is cool. And what's his session?
The title is The Economics of Lightning, and the description is like Bitcoin is a novel Libre sound money system based on the theories of Austrian school. But where are the differences from on-chain to off-chain payments? Is there a risk of fractional reserve lightning banks, or is it similar to the differences of gold coin to bullion? Let's explore the cutting-edge praxeology of magic internet money. So yeah, that's actually sounds pretty interesting to me.
It does,
and if you've noticed, all these people voted for his session right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's all the sats, all the Satoshis that people use to vote on this topic.
Okay, okay. So if you were to put like a price on, like what's the breakdown of price? Because I know there's a lot of people watching that would not know, for instance, 100 Satoshis.
Yeah, it's like 1/100th of a cent or something, or I don't know the exact value, but it's definitely less than 1 cent. So yeah.
Okay. And he has 197,000 Satoshis there, right?
Yeah, 197,000 Satoshis.
It's probably what, like $8 or something?
Gosh, I'd have to do the math.
Come on, man. I thought you were a whiz kid over here.
I know. Hold up. Let me
you don't have to do it
right now.
I think it's $8.23, but I could be wrong.
8? That's
my guess.
Super specific. Yeah. Oh, wait. Here. So going back to the submarine swap, right? So we've been chatting for like what? I don't know, less than 10 minutes, but it's already completed, the submarine swap.
Okay.
And so basically what happened was the Lightning network, I paid Litecoin to this service, and then it pushed $10 worth of Lightning Bitcoin to the Boltathon. And now, like, see, before it was 0 tickets, but now we see that 1 ticket was sold for Fabrice. So we've already counted it as a ticket sold.
Now, does the public site show how many tickets have been sold?
Yeah, so you can go to all of these speakers and see how many tickets have been sold. So Fabrice sold 1. Like Koala has sold 2. Alex Bosworth 3. So you can click on each one of these and see like who's buying what tickets. Okay, and I think cool. We have, yeah.
And that would be on the buy tickets
Yeah, buy tickets or submit vote on sessions. Either one of those.
Man, I gotta say, I just think this is cool. This is like, are there any types of online conferences like happening like this right now in crypto?
Not that I know of.
I feel like, all right, we gotta really get this out there because this is like, this is big stuff, man. There's so many meetups and there's so many blockchain and crypto conferences, right? And I think it's awesome. I haven't personally gone to a lot of them besides the Litecoin Summit, obviously, but the fact that you can do this online conference with speakers that you see at these in-person conferences, and actually experience, submarine swaps and Lightning Network, I think this is huge, and I really want to get this out there, man, because I think this could grow into something really valuable, in terms of allowing people to gain that knowledge in the crypto space that want to gain it. There's a lot of people in the space that obviously are here because they're invested, and there's a really cool social aspect to crypto. But I think but a lot of those people want to learn as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can do this from like your couch or from your bed, and you can attend a conference essentially, and you can literally watch Alex Bosworth speak, for what is it? It's the value of $10, right?
Yeah.
That's huge. I think that's
a
so
steal,
cool.
dude.
It really is.
And like for me, like usually when you go to a conference, they're like what, $399, like $1,000 or whatever. Ours is just $10 per session, dude. Plus, you don't have to pay for housing and you don't have to pay for flight, right? So like our goal when we first set out to do this was just to make this as affordable as possible. Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if you saw it, but that guy, it was $7.07, like, or $7.70. That's what.
Like I was like 50 some cents off.
Man, that's pretty freaking close, though, I would say.
Well, I just knew the Boltathon ticket was what, 250,000 satoshis for $10, isn't that?
Look at you. That's actually pretty smart move, my man.
I cheated, man. I took a shortcut. So yeah, really cool. I really like this, and I'm trying to brainstorm in the back of my head. Like I want to get their eyes on this. I wish I had 300,000 subscribers, man.
Dude, you have like over 10K. That's a lot.
Well, for the 100 people that are viewing right now and the replay viewers, I mean, the link is here. If you could share this, first of all, get it out there if you're on Twitter, whatever type of social platform you're on, get this out there, because this event is very unique and extremely valuable. So, okay. I mean, are there any other bullet points or important things to mention about the Boltathon?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We wanted our website to be super interactive and like a demonstration of like, the possibilities of the Lightning Network, right? Like micro payments for the Lightning Network to function like anti-spam. I think that's pretty cool. Submarine atomic swaps where you pay Litecoin for Lightning Bitcoin. Submarine swaps where you pay Bitcoin on chain for Lightning Bitcoin. And then just like the Lightning Bitcoin purchase itself. So hopefully this gets people excited, and it's just a demonstration of how you can build a website and organize Lightning Network payments and earn money passively doing that.
Yeah, and I mean, you built this is a Boltathon website, right? That is integrating these things, but essentially, I think one of the points is anybody can enable Bitcoin, Litecoin, and submarine swaps and build all different types of websites, right?
Yeah. So this is just one idea. Ticket purchases. You know, one thing that I've been wanting to do is to like sell stupid jokes on the Light School.
Do it.
Where yeah, you just, there's like the lead up and then the punchline. Well, you would read the setup and then you'd click the invoice, pay the invoice, and then to read what the punchline is. I don't know. But
So good, man. That's such a good idea.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Wow, do it. Press 1 if you think E should launch that website. I wonder what you'd call it.
I have no idea. I have a couple domains. I have like latoshi.space. I also have latoshi.io. So maybe I could do something like that. But yeah, maybe I'll just add an extension to the Light School. Like, yeah, the lightschool.com/jokes or something.
I think that'd be awesome. You could also even kind of start doing it on Twitter with tipin.me, right? And if you get to, like, if you tweet the punchline or the joke, right? And if they want the rest of the joke, you have to get to a certain amount of tips through the tipin.me app. And then you can extend it, right? It's a good way to test it, at least.
I like it.
I just don't know how many people are using that extension, the extension for that.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that like you can download Blue Wallet, and that's how you can start making payments. There's nothing for Litecoin right now, unfortunately, but there might be a couple of solutions coming out hopefully soon. But yeah, that's such a good idea. I should put the setup on Twitter, and you could probably like automate that process, right? Like set up tweet the setup. If it hits like 100 sats, then do a second tweet with the punchline right after that.
Yeah, man, that's like perfect right there. I don't know if you have to like, what do you have to run, like some type of bot to automatically post the punchline?
Yeah, Twitter has APIs that you can use. You would just have to somehow like grab the data from the tipin.me site, and then once it hits a certain point, then you can automate the tweet out.
Hey, are you on tipin.me? Okay, actually, I didn't know that. I'll have to remember that next time I'm on Twitter, man. So
don't you have a Lightning node? Don't you have a Lightning node for Litecoin?
Yeah, I do. Actually, it was going to be one of my questions for you.
Yeah, what's up?
It's the question of, I have a node, now what do I do with it?
Yeah, good question. So we actually have a Telegram channel where you can join, and then things that are pinned on the top is just a bunch of places that you can go to like kind of play an experiment with Lightning Network. But yeah, we need more stuff. We need more stuff for people to do to kind of so that people can use Lightning Litecoin. The first thing that comes to mind is like Satoshi or latoshi.space, where you can like kind of draw. Here, let me.
That's right. So the reason I'm asking you too is because Rebecca on Twitter, she's part of the Litecoin East Coast team. We've been talking about invoicing each other like one of these days.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, all right, well, we could definitely set up an invoice and actually like do this, right? But I'm like, I don't want to message E and try and figure out how to do this, because like I actually from this point forward, I don't actually know how to do it. Although I do know you have that on your Light School website. You have that how to invoice, don't you?
Yeah. I have steps for you to do that.
Okay.
Here,
go ahead.
I could like just quickly show you how to do it.
Yeah, I think it would be good. I think that we're documenting history, because I think what's important to note is setting up that Lightning Network, the Litecoin node, wasn't easy, especially for me.
Yeah.
And the point is, though, it's not always going to be that way. And
right.
There's going to be tons of people that set up these things without having to go through the process that I did. And same thing with, I want to invoice Rebecca or have Rebecca invoice me. Right now it's like difficult for someone like me. to do that. And I want to kind of like document that because it's not always going to be that way, right? And I want to remember the difficulty of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because then, like, maybe 2, 3 years from now, when everything's like super easy, like you just swipe your card or you just scan a QR code, like you're like, oh yeah, remember back then when we had to like generate invoices with like command line? Like that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's cool to remember these moments. So do you have like
Okay.
a screen share you could do for the invoice?
Yeah, I do. Okay, you see this, right?
Yeah.
So this is what we call a terminal, and it's a struggle. So what you're gonna do is you have to type all this out in your terminal line. Make sure that LND is running, right? D is running, and now you're here on this terminal. So you got to type out LNC, LNI, type all this out, and then you're going to do add invoice. And then so the next part is like you got to specify what type of invoice or how many satoshis you want this, or litoshis you want this invoice to be, right? So I'm just going to do 5. And then it's going to spit out an invoice for you to kind of share with other people. Right. And so what I want to do is I want to share this part right here. I want to send that to you, Dan. And then what you would do you have your Litecoin node running right now?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we could have like organized this, but
we really could have, but it's all right. Well, it's okay. Let's see what you're doing.
Yeah. So the next thing you want to do is you want to decode it. Right? Because you want to know what the heck you're paying. Because somebody can drop you this string of alphanumeric numbers right here, and you have no idea how much you're actually paying, right? So you got to decode it. So I'm going to decode this. And then it'll break it down. It'll tell you everything. So it's asking for 5 litoshis. So after you decode it, you are going to pay it. And then you do that. And then, like, I can't pay myself. That doesn't make sense. But if you were to do this, if you did decode payrec and then you did pay invoice, you put in that hash, then it would send the Lightning payment instantly to me.
Okay. I mean, you make it look simple.
It is pretty simple. You just got to type out these 3 commands.
You're right. It is pretty simple, especially, I mean, I know you have that it's on the Light School website. I've seen that. So
yeah,
I love it. I love that I know that this process is going to be streamlined. Right. And I like, even though I don't understand all the nuances of how it all works right now, I would never claim to, but I love where it's going. And I love watching, all the different people in the different parts of the space and different parts of technology working on this stuff to make it easier. Right. I really enjoy like watching the developers work on these things. Alex Bosworth with submarine swaps that you just showed us, things of that nature. I just love all the little pieces to it. Everybody's making it easier a little bit. And, I'm really watching, and I love being a part of it. So.
Yeah, you were one of the first 100 Litecoin Lightning Network nodes, right?
I think I was like 118 or something.
Oh, okay. You almost made it.
Yeah, I still owe you like I don't know, $1,000 for like the 50 hours you put in work helping with that.
I'll send you an invoice later.
All right, cool. Well, I just saw Diver Dan just got here. I'm going to put a link to the Baltathon.com. That's what we're talking about in this video. So eCurrency Hodler putting on Lightning Network Baltathon online conference with some ridiculously awesome speakers, April 5th to the 7th. Kind of just talking about that. If you're getting here late, I definitely encourage you to watch the replay of this. I think it's it's a very powerful conference. It's going to be very cool, and I think it's the first of many. I just want to tell you that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I pulled up the 1ml.com Litecoin, and so this is a pretty good website for you guys to keep track of Lightning Network's stats. And so you can see that there's 169 public Lightning Network nodes. There are private ones. They just choose not to make themselves available for other people. But 169 public Lightning Network nodes, over 1,000 channels, and this is pretty cool. Over $10,000 in Litecoin that's been committed to the Lightning Network. So yeah, and then you can look at who, like, these are all aliases of different people, and then you can kind of keep track of, like, who has the most Litecoin committed. This guy, for some reason, has 31 Litecoin in his node, Bitrefill. This is a company. This is an actual company. So they have like 23 Litecoin in there. So that makes sense. Like CoinGate is also another company. And then there's me. You. There I am, following from behind, 10 Litecoin.
But that's awesome. So what does that 10 Litecoin represent?
So it, if I'm understanding this correctly, it represents how much Litecoin I have in my node, but also the Litecoin from all the other channels that have been connected to me as well.
Okay. So yeah, if you go to can you find mine or no?
What's your name on it?
Crypto Capital Venture. It should say 0, right?
I found you. You have this much Litecoin committed to your node, to your to
17 cents worth of Litecoin. Yes.
Hell yeah, son.
So that's interesting. Okay. So as the Lightning Network grows, and if that would go up if I participate more in the Lightning Network, like what determines that capacity?
Yeah, it actually it's determined by how much Litecoin you put into your node and how many channels you open with it. So if you dump in like 5 Litecoin into your Lightning Network node, and you open 5 Litecoins worth of channels, then that would increase your capacity. So your capacity would be about like 5 Litecoin here. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Like it. So I wanted to ask you, and we'll loop back around to Boltathon if there's anything else you want to, cover. But in terms of Litecoin and Lightning Network, where do you think we are in the process? Do you think that we're very at like a very not so mature stage? Do you think we're getting there? Like, what the progress in the last year? Like, what do you see?
Yeah, to be honest, we're kind of like, so this is another place where you can spend your Litoshi or Lightning Litecoin. So you can draw on this board by coloring it, dropping images, and then you pay with Litoshis. So that's one place you can, yeah. Where are we? We're slowly growing. We're definitely like really far behind from Bitcoin. So for example, this is where Bitcoin is with their Lightning Network. They have over 7,000 nodes. They have over 3 million in committed capital, which I think is insane. So yeah, we're a little bit far behind, but it just kind of depends on like, who kind of steps up, who wants to be a pioneer, who wants to set up a Lightning Network node. You guys can be within the first like 200 Lightning Network nodes to be visible, and I think you're part of history by running your own Lightning Network node. And if there are any other developers out there who want to try to build places to spend Lightning Litecoin, you have one person who will definitely try it out and like be a customer, because I want to increase usage on the Lightning Litecoin network, right? So yeah, moving forward, things that we could really use are mobile wallets for Lightning Litecoin. I know Lo Shan, the Litecoin developer, is working on one for Litecoin, so that's pretty cool. And we also would need like more infrastructure type stuff. So what I mean by infrastructure type stuff, I mean like we need channel database backups. Those need to be fleshed out fully. We need watchtowers. We need splicing and amps, and all of that will make payment routing on the Lightning Network more efficient and also more private, and also, yeah, it'll just increase the success rate as well.
100%. We're getting there, slowly but surely.
I think it'll be production ready, hopefully by the end of this year.
Okay, cool. End of 2019. So also by 2019, $1,000 Litecoin.
Hey, I didn't say it, you did.
I just love throwing in some type of price interjection. I know it's what everybody's. I know it's what everybody in this live chat's thinking right now. What's up with
Yeah,
price?
dude.
What's up with price, Dan? Cool. So I guess, is there anything else, man, you want to add? I mean, this is, we got some viewers here. Well, I'm telling you this. We need to brainstorm a little bit, because I absolutely love what you're doing with the Boltathon. I think it's such a good idea, and it's definitely user friendly, which is important. So, but is there anything you kind of want to end with, or let everybody know?
Just check it out. Buy some tickets. If you want to host viewing parties, let me know. Reach out to us by email, and then yeah, if you know of any companies who might be interested in becoming a sponsor and helping us put on the conference, like that would be huge too.
Absolutely. So everybody out there, if you know of anybody, have any good ideas to kind of push this, get in touch. Make sure you follow E on Twitter. His Twitter's in the description below. And yeah, I think in the next couple of weeks, because we still got we have a few weeks. I think maybe a week before or something, we should try and get you on again, just to kind of chat about it a little bit. But man, I really appreciate you coming on. I really, truly appreciate you building this and continuing to offer insight and knowledge to people like me that I have a lot to learn, my friend, and you're my professor, Professor E. So thank you so much, Andrew. I appreciate it.
No, I mean, thanks for having me on. To my partner, Patrick Walters. He's the one who built the website. He's the one who built all the Lightning Network functionality in the website. He's a true pioneer. Yeah, but yeah, thanks again, Dan, for having me here.
Cool. Patrick, thank you. And everybody, again, Boltathon.com. Go to it, share it. If you're a replay viewer, feel free to reshare this video on Twitter. Got to get some build up for this, because it's an awesome event. E, appreciate you. As always, everybody, we'll see you on the next video. Have a great night, and God bless.